What's going on, boys? Today we're going to be discussing 5 signs that the woman you're speaking to is low interest. Now, make sure you guys watch to the very end because each sign is going to get progressively worse. So as you guys can see right here, we're moving on a line, meaning that the first reason, the second reason, it's still signs that she's low interest, but you still have some room to actually work with, right? But when we get to reasons 4 and 5, that's when you really have to just cut your losses with this woman and stop speaking to her in general, right? So without further ado, let's get right into it. Sign number 1 that she's low interest is going to be she offers a different method of communication. So a different method, right? So for example, if you meet this girl, right? And the way we're going to do this is I'm going to run you guys from the moment you meet this girl to as you're going out on dates and you're actually building a relationship with her, right? The signs that you will come across. So if you met this woman through a cold approach or even a dating app, whatever method of communication that you told her, hey, let's go out on a date. Here's my number, for example. Usually this is going to be the Instagram. So what women who are low interest would do is you give them your number and they'll be like, oh no, that's too personal. Let's do the Instagram instead. Oh, I don't take down strangers' phone numbers, but you can have my Instagram. Now, the reason why this is number 1 is because yes, it is a low interest. And this is personally like a limit of mine. Like if a woman tells me a different method of communication, I'm not going to go for it. I'm just going to be like, hey, it's all good. You don't need it. Right? But that's because I have experience and I have an abundance of options. But if you're a man with not too many options in the dating market right now, you kind of have to work with what you can get for now, right? As you improve yourself. So with this, just keep in mind, like, yeah, this girl is more on the lower interest end, because if she was higher interest, she would have no problem giving you her phone number. But then again, sometimes women just want to fill you out. They want to see what your social proof is like. They want to see more photos of you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're not a creep. And in that case, that's why this is number 1, right? Meaning that it's low interest, but it's not as bad as some of these other ones. Okay, moving down the list. Number 2 is going to be she takes 1 day or more to respond. So let's say she gives you her Instagram or she gives you her number, whatever it may be, and you are texting this girl. If she takes more than 1 day or more to respond, she's low interest, right? She's lower interest. She's not that crazy about you. Because if she was, you think she wouldn't be texting you right away? Guys, women have their phone in their hands 24/7. This woman is not a CEO. She's not the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, right? She's not like managing different businesses. And even if she was, she's still on her phone, right? It takes 2 seconds to text someone back. You shouldn't be texting women back and forth in the first place, like I always tell you guys. But when you do text her, right? Specifically, like if you're trying to establish a date and you're just working out the logistics, if she's taking a day or longer to respond, that's not a good sign, right? You can still make something happen. You can still go out on a date with her, but this is another sign that she is low interest. So watch out for that. Okay, the third sign that she's low interest, and this is where it really gets dangerous, right? The third sign is she doesn't agree to your date idea. Date idea. So for example, guys, if you're working out a day with this girl, you're trying to see her, and you tell her, hey, let's meet up for drinks at Saturday at 7 p.m., right? If she says something along the lines of, oh, I don't do drinks as a first date, or she says something like, oh, can we do XYZ instead? Red flag. Like, this is low interest, right? This is where it starts to get like really low interest, Because women who are high interest in you, even medium interest, they don't care what you do on the first date. They just want to spend time with you. They just want to get to know you, right? This is even worse if she says something like, oh, I only do dinner for first date, right? Or she offers a different date idea, which is very high investment. That's even worse. That would like move down the list, right? But if she offers just, let's say, something with a equivalent price range, then it's still low interest. But sometimes, like, maybe she doesn't drink, or maybe whatever activity that you propose, maybe she's just not comfortable doing it. There could be a whole bunch of reasons, but typically this is a much bigger sign of low interest because she's not complying with you before you even go out, right? Which is a red flag. Number 4, the fourth sign that she's low interest is she doesn't let you escalate. Escalate within 3 dates. Guys, if you went out on 3 or more dates with this woman and she hasn't been like showing signs that she wants to escalate, like physically with you, that's a red flag. She is low interest. She's using you for something. She's just not that into you. Because guys, say what you want, women who have burning desire for you, they will get with you on the first date, right? Now, some of you guys, maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want to take things a little slower. But this is for the guys who do want that, who do want to physically escalate. If she's not trying to escalate, at least to some sort of physical intimacy on the first date, she's low interest, right? She's low interest. I've never had, quite frankly, with me, I don't even go up to 3 dates, right? If she's not escalating with me on the first date, I'm not texting this girl ever again. Simply because I know that I have the proper escalation skills, right? I know what it takes to escalate. The reason why I put this as number 4 and not number 5, which I was about to, is because some guys, they just don't know how to properly escalate with a woman. And so part of this reason could be because of you, right? Maybe she was giving you signs that she wants to escalate and take things further. But because of your inexperience or just inability to execute, that's why you weren't able to escalate. So that's why this is number 4. But if you're somebody who you know how to escalate properly and you've done it before, and she's not letting you hit within 3 dates, there's like no sort of physical intimacy, you gotta cut your losses right here. By the way, real quick, guys, before I get into number 5, if you have any questions about this whatsoever, feel free to send all your questions to my Instagram. The link will be in the description. I answer all my DMs, so if any of this doesn't make sense to you or you want to know how you can actually apply it into your own dating life, just hit up my DMs and I'll get back to you. But for number 5, this is the worst, the biggest sign of low interest from a woman, and that's going to be she flakes on the date. She flakes on the date, but she doesn't offer to reschedule. If a woman that you were supposed to go out with flakes on the date, that's a red flag. But listen, sometimes life comes up. But if she doesn't offer another time to reschedule, you need to cut your losses right then and there. Do not pursue this woman. I don't care how down bad you are. I don't care if it's been years since you've been with a woman. Do not keep pursuing this woman. She will disrespect you on the date. You are setting yourself up for failure. She's going to disrespect you on the date, maybe even lead you on. And then next thing you know, you're in a toxic relationship where she's controlling and manipulating you, all because you were in scarcity and you didn't have the abundance of options to be able to just cut her off right then and there, right? Now, all of these things are bad. All of these things are low interest. But this right here, this is the worst, right? This is the worst. If you do this, if she flakes and doesn't offer to reschedule and you keep pursuing this woman, you honestly deserve whatever's coming to you. because there are so many different women out there, guys. If you just improve your presentation, right, and focus on your physique, focus on mastering your habits as a man, which is everything that I work with my clients to do, you are going to have abundant dating life. You're going to have women who are ready to go out with you, who are high interest every single day, right? So if you guys want to know exactly how you can implement this into your own life and you want direct help from me, there's going to be a link in the description to work one-on-one with me. Just book a call with me. We're going to discuss your situation a little more in detail, and I'm going to break down how the program works. And if it makes sense, we'll work together and I can help you. But never be okay with this, right? Don't even text this girl ever again. Just block her number, right? And just block her number. Okay? So a quick rundown. First sign of low interest from the very beginning is she offers a different method of communication, right? You offer her number. You want to get her number. She offers the Instagram. That's a red flag. Number two, she takes over a day to respond, right? Women are always on their phone. If you were actually a priority, she would reach back out to you, right? Number three, she tries to change date ideas. This right here is where I would really just cut my loss. Like me personally, number one shows me that I can't take this girl that serious. Number two shows me that I'm definitely not taking this girl that serious. And number three, this is where I would just cut my loss. If she doesn't agree to my date idea, honestly, she can kick rocks. But I'm saying this as a guy who I already have abundance of dating options. I match with 10 plus girls every single day on dating apps, right? I have the ability to approach any woman anytime, right? I live in New York City. It's not like there's no girls around. I can go outside and meet a new woman today, right? Who's into me and that I'm into her. So I'm not pressed to get some new options, you know? But I understand that a lot of you guys who are watching this, you're just getting back into the dating market. You're just getting back into the game, whether you just had a breakup or a divorce, or whether it's just been some time since you've actually been with a woman. You may have to be a little bit more lenient, right? Which is okay in the beginning, but as you grow and develop yourself as a man, and as you actually unlock more options, you're not gonna be willing to even put up with this, right? A woman changing the date idea, like you're not gonna be putting up with that stuff. But that only comes from abundance, and that's why abundance is so important. If you don't have an abundance of dating options, you're gonna be putting up with all of this, right? You're gonna be taking her out to 10 different dates, thinking that, oh, the 11th date, she's finally gonna let you escalate, and she's just gonna string you along, right? She's just gonna string you along and use you as much as she can. Your time, your resources, your attention, your energy, all of that. Anything she can get from you, she's gonna use you, right? And as a man who's high performing, whether you have a business, a career that you're working on, right? You have other priorities that are important to you. You gotta make sure that your dating system's on lock, that you waste as little time as possible. Because if you're out here taking women on multiple dates when they're not even high interest, they're actually low interest this entire time, then you are literally, it's like throwing your money into a stock that keeps operating at a loss, right? You just keep burning money, burning time, right? As a man, your most valuable asset is your time, right? So you need to make sure that you are protecting it, and don't put up with any of these signs, man. If she flakes on you, move on to the next, right? And that's the thing, when you're speaking to 5 different women at the same time, one woman flakes on you, she doesn't offer to reschedule, you're not going to think much of it, right? Because you have 4 other girls who are ready to go out with you, right? So if you're a guy that wants to have an abundant dating life, so you can have a dating life on your terms, right? You don't want to waste any more time. You don't want to waste any more resources that you have. And you just want to know a step-by-step system of how you can have this for yourself and actually become the type of man who's capable of achieving this. Once again, there's going to be a link in the description to book a call with me. Or like I said, you can send any questions that you have to my Instagram. I'll answer your DM and we can have a conversation. But hope you guys found this valuable. I'll see you boys in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe, and Stay dangerous.